Hello. In this video, I will be participating in the 12th annual Brackeys Game Jam. This is my first time ever doing a game jam, so I was really excited to try and see what I could do in 7 days. The theme for this year's game jam is Calm Before the Storm. So my idea was making an island survival game kind of like Minecraft, but a storm comes every now and then and destroys everything you built and tries to kill you. So let's get into what I worked on. Of course, I started by creating a Trello so I can keep track of what I've been working on. And then I started creating the Unity project, and of course I had to create a capsule for the character, because you have to. Then I was setting up the player, but the camera made me look like I was an owl where I could spin all the way around. So I quickly fixed that by adding a little clamp, and it was perfect. But the only thing missing was sprinting. So I added sprinting and even jumping, so the player could actually do all actions I wanted him to do. I started to work on the code that will generate some noise so I can create multiple islands or just one island based on what I decide. So here's the result of that noise code I got from Brackeys' YouTube channel, just because I haven't used noise that often. But after experimenting around with the code, I ended up getting a result that looked like this, which I really like because it gave a definition to an island. And just with all that code up, that was the first day completed. I started off day 2 by making my noise function create little islands. I wanted each one to generate on a tile, so I tried this diagonal generation. It did not work so well. So I was trying to work on getting an actual island shape, so I used a fall off map. But it didn't work so well. So after experimenting a bit, I got this fall off map which looked really nice. So I actually had an island. And then after adding a plane for some water, the game was looking pretty good so far. To start off day 3, I added the basics of a survival game, like mining and picking things up. It even stored the items in a player inventory, but the player couldn't get access to that unless you were in the Unity editor. So I added an inventory UI that would just show you the wood that you had in your inventory and you can move it around. I even added a little day and night cycle on day 3 just so it looks cool. I was really close to having a basic game, but it was missing a few things. So I first added building, especially with the sapling, so you can plant it and grow even more trees, so you can get more wood and more saplings. So after a bit of planting a sapling, it will grow into a tree, which doesn't look good, but I will eventually fix that. But I had an issue with the building system. See, when I tried to hold out a piece of wood, it sent me flying and just kept making a ton of them. This is really cool to mess around with though, so yeah. The next thing on my list to add was crafting. So I added this grass here you could destroy and then pick up, so that you can craft it into rope. I then added hunger into the game because then there's really no challenge of just staying alive, so you had to get food. So your hunger slowly decreases at a certain rate. And now there is 6 hours left in the challenge, and I'm not that close to finishing the game. So I tried a few more things like getting some water in there, and it looked alright, but I don't know if I'll use it. I then added eating. Here's me holding a blue brick and eating it, and as you can see, it increases my hunger. So that's another thing done. But you need a way to get food, and I thought fishing would be the best way to go. So here's me doing a fishing test. But every single time you use the bobber, it would slowly increase in height. It reminds me of that one Danny clip of where his gun slowly turns into a stick. There's 52 minutes still left in the game jam, and I'm still missing a lot of things. So to start, I start working on a spawning thing on the island. But as you can see, it didn't go so well. Yeah, fantastic. Well, I didn't finish the game, but this is what it finally looks like at the very end. This is just some gameplay. I tried my hardest on this game jam, and I am pretty proud of the outcome in only 7 days with a lot of schoolwork. If I didn't have school, this game would have been much more complete. But let's check out the results. Yeah. Here they are. Here's the results. I got 105th place, which beats around 600 people, so I am very proud of that. And game jams aren't all about competition and stuff. It's about having fun, which I definitely did. And I'm actually doing another game jam right now that will end in mid-December. So that'll be my next video. Toodles!